Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Rebel Rewind. I'm Christopher, that's Eric. How are you doing today, Eric?
I'm doing wonderful. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing great.
This is
I'm excited
exciting.
for this. This is exciting, yeah. Two guys chatting Star Wars, right?
Yes, sir.
And yeah, do you want to let people know where people can find you when we're not doing this weekly thing that we're starting?
Sure. I'm on Instagram at Sire Speed Reviews, and I'm also on YouTube right here, Sire Speed Reviews.
Nice. And then I am on Seriously Star Wars on YouTube, and then Seriously SW on all of their social media. So you can follow us there. Our links will be in the description below. But yeah, we're going to be talking. Basically, this show is going to be a live show every week, every Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We're just going to be chatting, casual chat about Star Wars rumors and news that we've seen throughout the week or throughout the past couple weeks. So I think it'll be fun. It's going to be fun. We've got some people in the chat here. Sith Talk Podcast says, "Let's go." That's Mr.
Go.
Tony from Star Wars Sith playing double duty. Look at that. Tony Star Wars Sith says, "First live." JT Lovecraft says, "Hype."
What's up, JT?
Hey, JT. Thanks for hopping in. Mr. Lightsaber skills too there, eh? Look at that.
Master JT.
Master JT. I know he's going to teach you some lightsaber moves there, Eric. And then we got a super chat from Tony there. He said, "Super chat for the new show." Thank you very much, Tony. That means here, I'll throw this one at you here.
Super chat received. Thank you very much for your support.
And then
Awesome.
I did see this one for Eric too. Okay.
Oh, thanks, Tony. Appreciate it. My first ever.
There we go. There we go.
Super chat received. Thank you very much for your support.
Thanks, Tony.
There we go.
Awesome.
Thank you, Tony. We appreciate that, brother. We appreciate your support. So yeah, let's jump right into it because we got the Acolyte coming up next week. How are you feeling about that? Because I posted a reel on my Instagram a few days ago with Leslie Headland saying how it doesn't matter if you like the Acolyte or not. It doesn't matter, and people are just going crazy on Instagram, like really toxic comments and rude comments saying she basically shouldn't be having anything to do with Star Wars. So I don't know. It's not deterring me any. Like I'm really hyped about it. How are you feeling about the Acolyte starting next week?
Well, I've heard nothing but good things, or for the majority, good things. So I'm super psyched for it.
Yeah, I am as well.
I'm happy to see what is it that they're cooking.
I know. Yeah. So let's jump into. Here we go. Tony says, "Of course, appreciate it, man." Yes. So we've got some articles. So the first article I saw, it's a couple weeks old now, I think, but we just got kind of an update to it. So let me share my screen here. So I think this was a couple weeks ago that these were spotted. Yeah. So May 17th, these were spotted character posters. So we did get an update. There were some character posters revealed today officially by Star Wars. So, but these were, this was a couple weeks ago. Star Wars Newsnet reported on this. The new billboards revealed. So that's something that would be pretty cool to see in person. You're just walking down the street and you see these billboards here. But the images of the character posters for the Acolyte being displayed on the street has been posted to social media by one of the people from Disney marketing department. 5 characters from the series are spotlighted. So Lee Jung-jae as Master Sol, Daphne Keane as Jackie Lon, Jonas Suotamo as Kelnaka, Carrie Ann Moss as Master Indara, and Amandla Stenberg as May. So the official images have not been revealed as by Lucasfilm until today. It was earlier today they were revealed, which is very cool.
Yes.
So we'll take a closer look at them. But yeah, how cool would that be if you were like riding your bike just along? I'm assuming this is in LA somewhere, that you're just riding along and you see this. Like they don't do that anywhere else. So that'd be cool. But let me go ahead. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was saying the beautiful imagery. I love the colors on it, the way it all stands out, man. This will definitely catch people's attention.
Yeah, exactly. So let me just bring up the actual reveal of these. So these were revealed earlier today by the official Star Wars account. Right here, so we can get a closer look at them. So the first one is Master Soul, and they posted this to all their social media and stuff. So there's a closer image of it, and I love the imagery here. So like you got the kind of wave following the lightsaber there. It gives that illusion of motion in this image, which I love. I love when you get stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of like the old Force Unleashed figures where they had the little swoosh behind the lightsaber. So it's pretty cool. I love these images here.
And each one's got its own different background, if you notice also.
Yeah.
Like,
so we'll go through them, and each of them had a secondary image with the a bit of a character description, which is cool. So I can we'll go through those. So the first one is Soul, and Master Soul is a wise, highly respected Jedi Master, strong with the ways of the Force, still and stalwart. Soul has a deep sense of compassion and will defend those who cannot defend themselves. He is a powerful warrior with intense emotions that he uses his Jedi training to balance. So that sounds cool. This is probably the character that I'm most excited to see next week. And then next one we have Indara. So that's a really cool one. I noticed this one though where they put the description, they removed her from the image, and there's like another character behind her.
Oh yeah, I do see that.
Yeah, like who's that character? Who's the little kid there behind her?
Yeah,
right?
almost Sith like dark cloaks.
Yeah, so who knows? But this one says Master Indara is a Jedi Master of great physical and mental skill. She has exacting control of her Force abilities, exuding a sense of command and authority with her presence. Though she does not seek any combat, she is skilled enough to engage on her own terms. So I'm loving these descriptions so far. What do you think about these character descriptions? Because it basically kind of describes what we saw in the trailer, right?
Yeah, that she has
very skilled in combat.
Very skilled, yes, indeed. And if you notice, she doesn't take bringing out her lightsaber for everything. She can handle. Looks like she can handle something. She's going to handle it without having to take out her lightsaber.
Yeah. She doesn't pull out her lightsaber until she absolutely necessarily has to, right? So, so the next one is Daphne Keen's character, Jackie Lawn. A skilled and studious Padawan learner, Jackie Lawn shows great promise in her path to becoming a Jedi Knight. The Padawan apprentice to Master Soul is young, but she projects calm and conducts herself with maturity. So, really looking forward to seeing all of this come together in the coming weeks here.
Yeah, definitely. And then of course being a Padawan, but at the same time say that she conduct herself, way more than her actual age. Well, I think that's pretty interesting because we had Anakin Skywalker as a Padawan, but he was he was really he wore his feelings on his chest. So maybe he'd be more like Obi-Wan, kind of calm, in control.
Yeah, because that's what we saw with Obi-Wan in the Phantom Menace. He was kind of like calm and kind of acted more mature, especially when compared to Anakin in the Attack of the Clones, right? When he was really just learning the ways of the Force, right?
Exactly.
So, then the next one is May. So May, a mysterious young woman with a tragic past, May get swept up into a sinister mystery one that puts her into the center of the conflict in unexpected ways. She is determined to exact vengeance on those who wronged her, and little can stop May on her quest. So that's pretty cool. That sounds pretty awesome there.
Yeah.
And again, like the background image they use, I guess they just use clips from the trailer or from the series, because you can kind of see the silhouette of May in the background, kind of using the Force there. So I'm guessing that's what they did to make these images, which is cool. But all of these images are really awesome looking. I don't know about you, but like every series that comes out, they release these character posters for like the Bad Batch, Mando, and stuff like that. And I like saving them and collecting them on my phone or on my computer. I don't know why. Like I'm never gonna do anything with them, but they're kind of cool to see when they come out, right? So
Yeah, they're beautiful, and they all have their own style. Each series got its own style, and this artwork and this
exactly,
style, and this is just beautiful.
yeah. And then the last one, our Wookiee Jedi Kamaka, a Wookiee Jedi Master Kamaka has sequestered himself in the tangled jungles of Kofar. I'm assuming you pronounce it as. He is a loner who lives a solitary life. So very cool. I'm excited to see Kalmaka, but I think the one I'm most excited to see in this series is Master Soul, just because every behind the scenes clip we see of him and he's talking about the Acolyte. He's just so excited to be part of the Star Wars universe. It's just awesome. So
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on all these posters here, Eric?
Oh,
What do you think?
yeah, no, they have their own, like each one's got their individual style. Each poster has an individual style with his own background. So I'm guessing like this one, of course, he's solitary, so you got the background of the like the woods and things like that. And then with Carrie Ann Moss's character, she has like a like and like a we say like in a storage facility or like a warehouse or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, maybe something, maybe something dealing with that. That we have her character, but yeah, each one's got his own style, and I love the colors, and I think you were mentioned like that style of the temple of the windows right there on the
Yeah,
bottom.
the temple
Really
windows.
nice.
That's what it kind of looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
At the Ahsoka show, Rex promo poster let us have a better look at his armor, and his elbow armor was backwards, looked goofy. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah, I mean, they're taking these images and they're doing all sorts of Photoshop trickery with them to make them look good, and
Yeah.
sometimes they mess up on them. So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, that does it for these posters here. You had an article that you thought was pretty interesting. I'll bring that
Okay.
up for you.
All right. Okay. So my first story, we're going to be grabbing this information from Screen Rant. So this had been since May 18th. The story came out, of course, and we had our first ever. We had the trailer for the first ever lightsaber whip. It was a scene. Let me get into this real quick. It shows so the show was taking place during the High Republic, about 100 years before the Phantom Menace. So, and on the trailer, it was a 30-second trailer, dropped a major reveal. In a quick wide shot from above, the character wields a lightsaber that extends outwards into a more pliable state where it can function as a lightsaber whip. I think that's what they call it, the light whip. The Acolytes debuted a new lightsaber and keeps in common with within the universe. We have different variations of lightsabers. First, we had the Phantom Menace, the dual lightsaber blade, and then we had Kylo Ren's the crossguard lightsaber, and then also the Mandalorian, the dark saber. And I think on
we had some different lightsabers throughout Star Wars. Yeah.
So in the I think it was the Last Jedi. We had the Praetorian guards with like a sort of a whip kind of lightsaber. Well, they weren't lightsabers, but it was a weapon of some sort.
A whipped weapon.
Good. Yeah. So I'm excited to see a different style of a lightsaber than we're accustomed to, because 100 years prior they had different technologies, and this is I think is a step forward. I'm kind of interested. I'm not sure about you. What do you think about this, Chris?
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it works, because it's different than like you said, the whip that the Praetorian Guard was using in the Last Jedi, and I think he even might have used it in the Mando, like the third season of the Mandalorian there. But it should be interesting to see how it works, because I know it's not the first time we've seen it in canon. Like we've seen the lightsaber in the High Republic novels and comics, because this character is from the comics and the High Republic comics and stuff like that. So it's not the first time it's in canon, but it's the first time we're seeing an actual
Live action.
lightsaber whip in live action. Yeah, so it should be pretty interesting to see, and I think High Republic fans will probably be very excited about it. Yeah, I'm excited. This whole series is going to be really awesome, I think.
And like you
And
said,
here's
to see how it works, I'm really interested in that.
yeah. It looks like they put a trailer on the website, so I don't know if we'll get. Let's play the trailer here. It might.
Maybe if you bring the volume down.
Yeah. I don't know if this is the same one.
I think they're like outside.
This is the one right there. So like
Yeah, there you go.
that looks cool, right?
Yeah. That is very cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what it can do for sure. So yeah, no, another article I saw actually that has to do with the Acolyte, a lot of Acolyte stuff, because I mean the Acolyte's dropping its 2-episode premiere next Tuesday on June 4th, which is very cool.
Yep.
So the next one that I saw is also on Star Wars News Net, and this one is about early reactions to the Acolyte, because recently, I think a few days ago, that there were some people who attended the official premiere for the Acolyte in LA, and they were lucky to get invited and watch the 2 episodes live. That must have been a really incredible experience. They did like this big cast photo with the entire cast there, which is kind of, I don't know what. So it looks like we got Amanda Stenberg in the middle, and then 2 younger twins, possibly. I don't know what that is, because they look very similar, those 2 younger girls. So who knows? But yeah, the article says reactions so far are almost entirely positive. People seem very excited about the series, and we're very impressed with what's been shown so far. Of course, this needs to be all taken with a pinch of salt, as early reactions on social media are almost always positive, with some critics and influencers perhaps swept in the excitement of getting to see the preview. But here are some reactions. So from Twitter, saw the first 2 episodes of The Acolyte. I love that it felt so much like classic Star Wars, while at the same time feeling new, fresh, and different from anything we've seen before. The action felt movie level. So excited to see more. So that's cool. I'm excited about all the action, because all the action in the trailer looks
fantastic,
really incredible. Yeah. Another post says 2-episode premiere was so much fun. Ling Jong Jae's performance was so good, and Manny Jacinto was hilarious. I also liked Amanda Stenberg as the lead, despite borrowing a costume. I'm not a fan of Star Wars, but you don't need to be one yourself to enjoy this series. So that's good to hear. Another one says, was at the Acolyte premiere and saw the first 2 episodes. No spoilers here, but I will say it is proof that you can cure franchise fatigue with genre-based storytelling. So far, it feels like a murder mystery mixed with mystical elements, and just like that, my fatigue is cured. So hopefully this will change how people feel about Disney Star Wars. I mean, I'm in the camp. I've loved everything that Disney has done. I know not everyone feels the same way, and that's fine. Like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, because all this stuff is really, it's all subjective, right? So, but what do you think? What are your thoughts about hearing some of these reviews of the Acolyte being so good and stuff like that?
No,
What are your thoughts?
That's good news that a lot of people are enjoying this. But at the same time, I'm not gonna just be let myself get swayed by what everybody else thinks. So I'm gonna keep it to myself, and or I'm probably be vocal about it on the show, but on this channel. But if I like it, I'll say I like it. I'm not gonna be you may have feelings about the director and all that stuff, but at the same time, if I like it, I enjoy it, I'll say, hey, I like the show and it's going good. So some people got the chance to watch 4 episodes, not just 2, 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So if you can get past the 2 episodes and then get into the 3rd and the 4th, and they still say it's good, then that's a positive thing. Because sometimes they want to go all out on the first and 2nd episode. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's just like that. And it's good storytelling, and that's what they said about storytelling. And if you can write a good story and get me hooked, then I'm all in. So yeah, definitely. I'm intrigued. And but these these critiques and things like that being positive, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a good thing. Hopefully it's a good thing for the fan base, and hopefully people who kind of didn't like other Disney Plus shows. Hopefully this kind of changes things, right? I mean, like I said, it's all subjective. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but give it a chance, right? Give it a chance.
Yeah, no, definitely give it a chance. So on to more Star Wars news. Everybody wants to know a little bit more about Andor season 2. I'm in the camp of I like that show, so not everybody
so
can say that.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. All right, so basically, got a little bit of some information on Andor season 2. Not about what the season 2 is about, but it is going to be leading into Rogue One. So basically, we do know that it's going to be a 12 episode season, and it's going to be broken up into, let's see if I get this correct. Okay, it's going to be broken into segments where it's going to be a time jump. So I'm all for time jumps, and so I think it was 2 stories or something like that. Let me see if I get this correct. No, I can't find it at the moment, but we do have some cast members that's going to be on the season 2. So we got the return of Cassian Andor, Biggs Colleen, Lutheran Rael, Mon Mothma, Saw Gerrera, and that's I can't wait to see Saw Gerrera, Vel, Cinta, Brasso, Cyril, Karn, Deidre, Miro, and then Kino Loy. So we got the return of Kino Loy. So obviously,
which is nice.
Yeah, glad to have him back. Andy Serkis is an awesome actor, right? So it don't say anything about it coming releasing this year. It's going to be more than likely 2025 where the release is going to be. So just a little bit of update on Andor season 2, and basically that's going to be leading right into Rogue One. So I'm not sure how hyped you are for Andor season 2 and get some more news about that.
I'm pretty hyped about it because like you said, you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Andor. I know not everyone shares that same sentiment, but yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. And the closer we get to Andor, we're gonna get stuff like K2SO showing up and how he meets him. Who knows? It could be that same droid that held him up against the wall when they were when he was on that beach planet, that resort planet, or whatever it was called.
Could very well be.
Yeah, right. It could be that same droid, but yeah, lots to look forward to. And like 2025, it could come out early 2025 because we know. I think we know that the Skeleton Crew series is coming out like late, like holiday season this year. So it could come, like Andor could come out in spring 2025, which would be cool. Here we go. I found the little bit here about the how it's being split up. It says
so I was trying to find.
Yeah, four 3-episode blocks that will depict different years. So season 2 will cover considerable period of time, which it does have some time to get to, right? So it catches up to Rogue One, a Star Wars story. But that's really cool. Let us know what you think in the comments as well. Explore the Force says Chris. Hey, Explore the Force. Hey Jimmy, thanks for hopping in. Yeah, let us know if you're excited for this stuff as well in the chat, because I know not everyone is big fan of Andor, but myself, I'm really excited about it. For sure.
I enjoyed it. The storytelling, at some places were kind of slow, but I mean they do a great job storytelling, and we get a different type of sceneries. We get something different. It's just a total different feel to this series.
Yeah, and Star Wars doesn't always need lightsabers. We didn't get any lightsabers until the end of Rogue One with Darth Vader, but if we didn't get that scene at the end with Darth Vader, I think, and or Rogue One still would have been a great movie. Like it showed us, how the Death Star plans got stolen. It was pretty much like a heist movie, right? So I really enjoyed that. You don't always need lightsabers. I love lightsabers in the movies, and that's what you think of most when you think of a Star Wars movie, but it doesn't always have to be. So no, I'm excited for it.
And we get cereal and bricks. Something different.
Yeah. So the next article I saw, which I thought was fascinating, being a big fan of the sequel trilogy, especially The Last Jedi, which this article mentions here. So it was on Comic Book Movie, and this was, I think it was a couple weeks ago, May 18th, this one was posted here. So Star Wars James Mangold's first Jedi movie may have got a new title with ties to The Last Jedi. So that's really exciting. I like that they're starting to tie stuff in together. Even in the Acolyte trailer, it looks like they're bringing in locations from the sequel trilogy. It looks like there's shots of Octo where May is on the shore of the rocky shore of the water, and there's the Sith character in the distance. But this article says Logan director James Mangold's Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi may have got a new title based on comments from the Acolyte's producers. Surprisingly, that links it to 2017's The Last Jedi. So during April's celebration in London, last April's celebration in London, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny director James Mangold confirmed plans to head into a galaxy far, far away to tell the story of the first Jedi. While it's been, let me get rid of this ad here. While it's been revealed that this Star Wars movie will be set roughly 25,000 years before the events of the Phantom Menace, which is even before the before the High Republic era, which is cool. A few updates have been shared since, but that's likely because the Logan director is currently busy shooting his Bob Dylan biopic. But talking to SFX, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, and the Acolyte producer Simon Emanuel potentially revealed the title for the movie we've been referring to as The Dawn of the Jedi. James Mangold's Jedi Prime is set thousands and thousands of years before the original trilogy, is what Simon said. And I'm really excited to see what happens. So, Jedi Prime, is that the title? Could that be the title? I think that's a great title, especially if it does like Prime Jedi just says it all. It's the first of the Jedi, right? So I'm excited about that. And then apparently that's a pretty cool name, but it does have major implications for the movie itself. The Prime Jedi first appeared in the form of a mosaic in The Last Jedi, where Luke's kind of teaching Rey about all the things of the Jedi, why the Jedi should end. There's a mosaic on the floor there that looks like the Prime Jedi, and I think there's an image here, or it was at the top there. So that mosaic right there, right? So I kind of like the tie-ins. I'm all for this. I'm really excited to see this movie, but the fact that it could be tying things into that, and we could go to Octo again and see the first Jedi, maybe even setting up that the temple there and pasting those books or whatever. I'm really excited about it. What do you think, Eric? What are your thoughts on this?
Would be beautiful at the end of the movie. We get him, the Jedi Prime, sitting down writing the first few letters of the first book. That would just be awesome. Just that tie into the actual books that he's trying to save at the end. Luke Skywalker was trying to save. So I think that'd be beautiful little tie-in right there. And 25,000 years. You have a lot of time to play around with, and I love that little leeway or that space of time. So it has something really to touch into any of the you know what we know of the original
Yeah.
trilogies and things like that. That's awesome.
Exactly. You're so far away from bringing in any characters that already exist, because this is long before Yoda. It's long
Mhm.
before Palpatine and all that, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, the article does go on and says all we know that Prime Jedi was the first Jedi to use the Force and founded the
Mhm.
Jedi Order on Ahch-To. So that's kind of a
Yeah.
neat tie into the Last Jedi, like I mentioned.
Good.
But no, it's
Very
extremely
cool.
cool. I'm really excited.
Now,
Before we
my
jump,
question is, yeah, go
yeah,
ahead. No,
no,
my question is,
I was
do
just
you
going to jump
think?
into the comments here before we
Yeah,
jump into the next
sure.
article here. So Jimmy says, can't wait for all the Star Wars. Andor season 2 is going to kill it. Absolutely.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So you were going to say something?
Yeah, what I was going to say was, I'm not sure. I seriously doubt. I mean, you have to have a villain, but it's going to be
Yeah.
like, how is that going to happen? Is it going to be
Right.
his first student? That's going to be kind of interesting how they do that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So, on to another story that came out recently. Disney appears to spoil major plot twist for the Acolyte's latest TV spot. And I know you've got some information on that yourself, but as noted by the Reddit user Representative Big26, a closed caption from a recently released TV spot described Amanda Stenberg's character as Asha as she shouted, "I didn't do it." However, Disney and Lucasfilm has been attempting to lead audiences to believe that Stenberg is playing a dark side character by the name of May, who is hunting down and killing Jedi. The Jedi believe that May is the former student of Jedi Master Soul. In this TV spot, which originally identified Stenberg's character as Asha, appeared to have indicated that May is impersonating Asha, and it's actually Asha who is Soul's former student and not May. This appeared to confirm a major rumor regarding that Stenberg was playing twins, when a light side character and one the light side character and the other dark side character. The rumor came from Scooper Daniel RPK. The rumor also claimed that Stenberg played twin sisters of Sith origins, but one of them fell into the hands of the Jedi, which is I love that little twist on it, while the other stayed a Sith. Yeah. So yeah, I think what they're doing is very irresponsible in my opinion. And then you have a video. I'm not sure if you're gonna pull that one up, but I think it's really irresponsible, of letting this juice or this information come out when we haven't even watched the first episode.
Yeah, I agree. Because and even with the poster, because like there's the main poster. I don't have it. I don't think it shows up on here, but I can try and find it after I play this clip. But even the poster has like two versions of Amanda Stenberg's character.
Yeah.
Well, facing opposite directions, one with the hood on and one without the hood. So even that kind of says like maybe she's playing two characters, or it's the same character.
If this is supposed to be the "I am your father" moment of the show, they're letting the cat out.
But yeah, no, I was on Instagram and I sent the reel to you, which isn't now being deleted, but Carly, or not Carly, Pixelated Erica was one of the social media influencers that was able to attend the premiere, and we'll watch this. Let me unmute confirm it. She's playing two characters in Star Wars The Acolyte. So earlier today, Pixelated Erica posted a reel to her Instagram with this clip with the cast of The Acolyte.
My name's Amanda and I played Osha.
Right? So she says Osha there, which I would say that just more than confirms that she's playing two characters. Right?
That's
which I'm all for. I'm all for, but then it kind of ruins the surprise that they could have had when we realize it for ourselves. So
yeah.
But yeah,
Missed
so what are your
opportunity.
thoughts on this? It's confirmed now. I would say it's more than confirmed if she says it, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. No, I just don't like the idea of them just giving out the plot of the show and not letting us find out for ourselves.
Yeah. JT Lovecraft says the PR teams keep info on lockdown are not what they used to be. Even Harrison looked at Mark Hamill and said, "Kid, if you don't effing tell me that, yeah, you didn't effing tell me that, yeah." Right.
Yeah,
And
you're right,
you and I were
JT.
talking just before we went live. Like we were like, if this was back when Empire came out, if Mark said anything, like they would have
They would have fired him. He would have replaced
been
him with
like,
some.
yeah, repercussions, right, for that.
Mhm.
So, uh,
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, I'm still excited about it. I'm excited to see how it
definitely.
plays out. But it kind of ruins that surprise of seeing it and finding it out for ourselves that it's two different characters, right? And who
Exactly.
knows? It could be maybe she is trying to pretend to be this Osha character. Maybe she is playing May, but she's pretending to be the Osha character. Or Jimmy just said this. Maybe that's May's last name. It could be. That could even be it too. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Luke's father being revealed was massive. Yeah, it was. Gotta go fast says hi there, Acolyte. Hey, gotta go fast. Thanks for hopping in. So yeah, no, it's definitely too bad that was leaked
Yep.
because that's a major thing in
Yeah,
my opinion.
no, definitely. It
Yeah.
is.
So the next thing that I saw and the last article that I saw for this episode, it has to do with the skeleton crew. So let me bring that up here, and it has to do with getting leaked some stuff because we haven't seen anything about the skeleton crew yet, which is kind of odd. If it's coming out in the fall, you would think we would get some sort of teaser soon, maybe. So you got to think that's coming. But yeah, I saw this on Star Wars Newsnet, and Skeleton Crew tie-in product reveals first image of the main cast, and this was I think this was just like late last week, like last Friday or something. This was posted on there. So it says an official collectible Ignot or Ingot Ingot
Okay.
by Fanatic for the upcoming Skeleton Crew has given us the first look of the young cast of the series, set in the same time period as the Mandalorian, and featuring at least one character from the series. Skeleton Crew is the story of a group of teens on an adventure in the Outer Rim, aided by a mysterious Force user played by Jude Law. Aside from a teaser screened only at Star Wars Celebration last year, this is the first we've seen of any young cast as they appear in the series. We will see Karina Crater, Ryan Kira Armstrong, and Ravi Cabot Conyers, and hopefully I'm not butchering their names, as human characters.
I'm so
And next to
sorry.
them is the adorable looking Ortlon character whose name is Neil, was revealed by Robert Timothy Smith during Star Wars Celebration in London, I guess almost 2 years ago now. So the Ortolan species first appeared with Max Rebo in Return of the Jedi, which when you see the image, that's what you can. That was my first thought as well. It looks like a
Yeah.
little young Max Rebo as well.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, with the character returning, with Max Rebo's character returning in the Book of Boba Fett. With the exception of Ahsoka, this will be the first time we get an alien lead character, and certainly the first without a humanoid face. So here's that packaging. So here's that ingot there. So that's what that looks like, and it shows a droid on there as well. So the droid looks pretty awesome as well. So we're
Yeah.
getting a new droid. It looks like. But there's the image of the kids. So you got the three kids, and then the young Max Rebo character, Max Rebo species character,
Hmm.
and this is kind of exciting to see a little glimpse of what we're getting because like I said, we haven't gotten any trailer, we haven't gotten any posts about really anything. I think there was a release like a release date not a date, but a time when we're supposed to be getting it, which I think is supposed to be December this year, so just before the holidays. So that's exciting. But we should be getting some stuff coming soon. But what do you think of this, Eric? What are your thoughts on the reveal of these young characters?
I think is very adorable. I love the little Max Grebo kind of character and the droid.
Yeah.
The droid got me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love droids, so yeah, this got my attention. And there was also some tie-ins. There's been rumors about this one of the skeletons on the I think right there, right below the limited edition sign. There's a skeleton that's in the same shape as Clone Force 99 skeleton on their armor, which was pretty cool little Easter egg. I'm not sure if they were trying to do that intentionally, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. And I love the droid. I love the cast of characters, kind of like what's that show from that movie from the 80s?
Like the Goonies.
The Goonies, yeah, kind of like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I like the look of it, and I didn't notice the skull before, but yeah, I can kind of see that now. The skull just underneath the
There's
the
one skull
there.
that's closer to you, and there's a skull that's further towards the back, and that's the skull that was the Easter egg, or that appears to be an Easter egg. So I'm not sure if we're going to try to tie in, maybe the Bad Batch or something, but I think it's pretty interesting.
Or maybe we see a live Omega, a live action.
Yeah,
Omega.
I think that was
a rumor. Yeah. So we'll have to see. Yeah. Jimmy says they're letting a lot out. Light whip. It's like they learned nothing from spoiling Darth Maul's double-bladed lightsaber. I mean, the lightsaber, Darth Maul's double-bladed lightsaber, was to entice fans and get people, because that's what it did for me. I saw that and I wanted to see that movie. And same with the light whip. I don't know if it's much of something that they needed to keep secret. It kind of like makes me want to watch it more. But like the two character names is a potential plot spoiler, right? So, and again, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yep, exactly.
We got Poptography, Patrick in the house. He says, "Hello there, Rebel Captains." Hey, Patrick, thanks for hopping on.
Patrick.
Yeah, so that it's just interesting that we're getting leaks of this stuff just from packaging, right? When we haven't heard any official news yet, but I'm assuming soon.
I'm sure we should get a trailer sometime soon. So they got it last year, right? Or was it earlier this year? But
the trailer at Celebration? Yeah, that was not this April that just passed, last year, 2023.
Last year, yeah. So we should get a trailer.
So over a year ago. Yeah, over a year ago.
Maybe they're trying to get towards the holidays. Maybe perhaps.
Which is cool. Because holidays, for the longest time with all the movies releasing around the holidays, that's what I associated with the holidays. It's coming up Star Wars time, right? Another Star Wars movie is coming out. The Mandalorian, the first season of The Mandalorian came out in the fall, kind of around that time. So
maybe we'll get a trailer towards the ending of Acolytes. Maybe the last.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Yeah, take us from one thing right into another one. So Patrick says, "Pleasure to be here with you guys and everyone in the chat." Jimmy says, "What's up, Poptography?" Yeah, so yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So last story that I've got here is from Screen Rant. Okay, so a lot of the ideas got lost. George Lucas breaks the silence on Disney Star Wars. So this is some good stuff right here. All right, so George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars franchise, has finally broken his silence and revealed the opinion of Disney Star Wars era. Since he sold the 2012 Star Wars to Disney, he hasn't said much about what's going on. But while speaking to a crowd at the Cannes Festival, he said he compares himself to a parent whose children has grown up and moved on, before noting that aspects of the Disney era doesn't fit with his original idea. He says he's one that knows Star Wars. He actually knows the world because there's a lot to it. The Force, for example, nobody understood the Force, he said. When they started other ones after I sold the company, a lot of ideas that were in the original trilogy, original ideas, sort of got lost. But that's the way it is. You give it up. You give it up. So Lucas also said Lucas too seems to think that some of the original ideas were left on the sequel trilogy, and he understood that the franchise. He understood franchise better than Disney does. But at the same time, he kind of feels like, according to what we're reading here, is that he's kind of not accepting the fact that it's no longer in his hands. But at the same time, he's like, it doesn't really flow, or it doesn't really go with his idea of what the Force is, and some of the ideas of Star Wars was not part of his original ideas. And of course, he gave the sequel trilogies. He laid down the pretty much the blueprint, and they just pretty much crumbled it up and threw it away. But like you said, I mean, he's kind of like he just suggests that despite his opinions of Disney handling of his key concept like the Force, Lucas accepted the fact that Star Wars is no longer his.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot to go over, but at the same time, you have your personal feelings, like my personal feelings about the whole thing, George Lucas' personal feelings, and how he felt about it. He still says this is his baby, or was his baby, and they're all grown up. So
yeah.
Not sure. I know you enjoy a lot of the Disney's, and I do. I also, a lot of them. These Disney movies are beautifully made. But you know, it's just my issue with it was the whole storytelling and how each director had their own way of wanting to do each movie that they did. But I'm not sure what you think about this, Chris. It's kind of a
I mean, it kind of came out of left field. It was kind of like he kind of just broke his silence on this stuff, right? So but like I get it, like you put in all that hard work and stuff into a franchise that you created back in the 70s, right? And you know, you spent so much time with, like, I think it was in the Phantom Menace behind the scenes where he said it's like a marriage. You're married to this because you're going to be working on it for every day for however long, right? So and like, so I get it, but I also get that Disney maybe didn't see what he had as profitable. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure they have their reasons. But either way, we got what we got. With the Disney movies, and like I said, like, it's all subjective. Like, not everyone likes them. Well, some people like some of them. Some people like none of them at all. But it's all subjective, right? And I personally, I enjoyed all of them. I like some more than others, of course. Rise of Skywalker, I thought, was a mess. I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. It's an entertaining movie.
They knocked out the park with Rogue One, though. They did a beautiful job with Rogue One.
Rogue One was probably one of the better ones, in my opinion, next to Last Jedi and Force Awakens. So, but yeah, I enjoyed all of the Disney era movies so far, and looking forward to stuff coming out, like the James Mangold movie and the upcoming Rey movie and stuff like that. So, but I mean, it's not just the Star Wars franchise. It's a Marvel franchise that's suffered a bit too with storytelling now. So, you know, it's not just our beloved Star Wars, right? So, but I do get what George was saying. Like, it's hard to kind of get past that, right? So, Explore the Forces hasn't even been married 3 times. Has it been? I know twice. It might have been 3 times. But yeah, no, it's I do get what he was saying, but at the same time, it's like now I guess it is time for him to move on. So
yeah, sometimes you make hard decisions in life, and just gotta deal with the consequences, you know.
Yeah, but no, that was some good topics.
Definitely
excited for the Acolyte, because the Acolyte's starting next Tuesday, so we'll be going live again same time next week at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. And I believe the Acolyte drops. I think you and I were chatting before, and I think it drops like 9 p.m. Eastern, so we'll be like mid-show when it starts. So Tuesdays are going to be a fun day. get to
definitely.
chat some Star Wars, and then we'll hop off and we'll watch the Acolyte and get to talk about it the following week. So
Exactly.
it's gonna be some fun times. So Explore the Forces, I bet 4 billion makes it a little easier to deal with. Exactly, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Brandon in the house says, "What's good?"
What's
Hey,
going on,
Brandon.
man?
I got Sci-Fi in the house.
What's
Says,
up,
hey, Eric,
Sci-Fi?
how's things?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, Sci-Fi. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, let us know the Ray side. We got a celeb in the house. Hey, gang. Hey, Ray or
Hey.
Hannah from the Ray side. Thanks for hopping in.
Awesome.
I know it's probably, what is it? Pretty early over there where you are, over on the other side of the world. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on all our articles that we discussed in this episode. Let us know how you feel about this stuff in the comments.
Some good
We both
information.
appreciate. Yeah, exactly. We both appreciate everyone coming and discussing this stuff in the chat and taking time out of your day to check our first episode out. And looking
Most
forward
definitely.
to hanging out with all of you again going forward every Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, or 5:30 Pacific. So really looking forward to that. Eric,
I'm honored you asked me to join with you and become your
hey,
co-pilot.
I couldn't have thought of another person. We kind of started our YouTube journey around the same time, our Star Wars channels right at the same time. So
Yep.
so
We've been on
really exciting to
first times.
Yeah,
You was
really exciting to do this. So
this is
thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see everyone in the next episode next week.
have a great one. Till
See you
next
guys.
time.